live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna. We begin tonight in the city of Hazleton, where a man was caught with over 400 pills along with marijuana during a traffic stop on Friday. According to police, 31-year-old Vincent Graham II was one of a dozen people that was caught during a saturation patrol. The 31-year-old is facing 3 counts of possession with intent to deliver, 2 counts of possession of marijuana, and 1 count of use or possession of drug paraphernalia. Police say Graham was in a vehicle that had a broken brake light and passed through a stop sign at 1st and James Street without stopping. During the traffic stop, police found Graham had several hundred pills in his possession along with the marijuana. He was arraigned Friday and bail was set at $35,000, which he posted and was released from prison. A South Carolina man is facing 2 different criminal cases in Hazleton. Police say they have charged 32-year-old Fabian Long of Batesburg, South Carolina, after a traffic stop in which Long gave officers a fake name and birthday. Police also found 2 pairs of brass knuckles. In the first case, he was charged with possession of an offensive weapon, false identification to police, and driving with a suspended license. In the second case, Hazleton officers were called to the area 51 West Juniper Street and found that Long took his ex-wife's car, without her consent. Long was apprehended by police and charged with unlawful taking and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Bail in that case was set at $10,000. Prosecutors concluded their case against Michael Marshak on Tuesday in Schuylkill County Court, with police officers telling jurors what Marshak said following his preliminary arraignment. According to State Police Corporal Eric Schaefer, Marshak said, "I'd like to say I'm sorry for what I did. There's no excuse for it. If I could trade my own life for his, I would." That's what he told the media on June 30th, 2017, leaving his preliminary arraignment in Frackville. But another trooper testified later that day he blamed his father for what had happened, saying that he was an aggressor. Now, the prosecution did rest today. The defense did take over for today as well. Closing arguments are scheduled to begin tomorrow. President Judge William Baldwin said that the jury could get the case as early as tomorrow afternoon. A federal grand jury has issued another indictment against Sean Christie. This indictment charges him with transporting a stolen truck from Pennsylvania to New York. The indictment filed Tuesday charges the 27-year-old with interstate transportation of a stolen vehicle in connection with the theft of a 2002 Ford F-350 pickup truck between July 7th and July 8th. The indictment does not identify where the theft happened. This is the 3rd indictment filed against the McAdoo man, who now faces a total of 12 charges related to threats against the president and other crimes he is accused of committing while he was on the run from police. Luzerne County Council adopted the 2019 budget for the county at last night's meeting in Wilkes-Barre. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has the details.
Luzerne County property owners won't see an increase in their county property tax bill next year after council adopted their 2019 budget at Luzerne County Courthouse last night. The millage rate will remain at 5.9754 mils, meaning that the annual county tax bill for a $100,000 property will be $597.54.
Obviously, no tax increase for 2019. It's a balanced budget. It allows us to continue to do the good things that we're doing here in Luzerne County. It's going to be tight. We're going to have to watch our revenues and watch our expenses, but we have to do it every year anyway.
The proposed budget County Manager David Pedri submitted back in October included a 3% property tax increase, which would have generated about $3.15 million in revenue. However, Council carved away at the tax hike through a series of budget amendments in recent weeks that cut expenditures, leaving Council to find about $2 million in cuts to avoid a millage hike.
So we borrowed a $16 million trend. That's just only to pay the short term. That's for January to June until our tax money comes in. But that gets paid off every single year. We're thrilled to announce that it's lowered this year. In the past, it's been $18 million. It's lowered to $17, and this year is $16 million.
A big step in eliminating the tax increase came when Council slashed a proposed $1 million capital fund allocation for the purchase of new voting machines next year. From there, Council approved a series of amendments that further cut expenditures, bringing the total needed to eliminate the tax hike down to $588,783. Council then voted to take that amount from the proposed 2019 reserve fund allocation, reducing it from $1,500,000 to $461,217.
The big concern is obviously the 2018 budget. Our reserve in 2018 was over $5.9 million. This is from the county council and the county administration working together. It took a lot of time and effort to build up that reserve, and now we're able to put it to use for the people.
This eliminated the need for a tax increase, leaving Council to vote 10-1 in the budget's adoption, with Councilman Edward Bromsky as the lone no vote. Reporting in Wilkes-Barre for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Hazleton City officials say that the recent weather cycle of freeze and thaw is causing pieces of the Altamont building to fall. The pieces that are falling are limestone. That's according to Hazleton's zoning officer, Charles Pedry. The city's consulting engineer found that the weather cycle loosened the limestone. Pedry said netting could be installed until a more permanent fix is done. Wilmington Savings Bank of Delaware purchased the Altamont at a tax sale earlier this year, but cannot authorize repairs because it does not hold the title yet. The 9-story building opened in 1924 as a hotel, and it has been used as a nursing home and halfway house since it's built. Plans to place parking meters on one section of Alter Street are pending as the City of Hazleton awaits to see if it will receive funding to complete a major streetscape project. The city is trying to secure grants to the estimate $1.4 million project that would be used to repave Alter Street from Diamond Avenue to 6th Street, along with new sidewalks and drainage improvements that would be done as well. City Council approved an ordinance last year to extend metered parking to Alter Street between 2nd and 5th Streets as part of the extension. But the mayor says that he and some other city officials agree to wait to see if the city gets the grant money before putting the meters into the sidewalks, only to have to remove them once the work gets underway there on Alter Street. After a much debate, an asphalt plant will not be setting up shop in Sugarloaf Township. Glen O. Hawbaker Incorporated applied for a special exemption to build a plant on a nearly 17-acre parcel of land just 2 miles off of Route 93. Residents in that area formed a group opposing the plant, which they claim could cause potential harm to the environment because of chemicals and heavy truck traffic. On December 5th, Luzerne County Judge Richard Hughes upheld Sugarloaf Township's zoning board's decision to deny the establishment of the plant. He cited that the Hawbaker firm failed to meet the burden of showing compliance with regulations for special exemption use. There's no word at this time if Hawbaker firm will appeal the county court's decision. Well, staying in Sugarloaf Township, you may soon be able to enjoy a cup of coffee from one of the nation's largest coffee chains. Starbucks plans to move into a 3-story complex across from Penn State Hazleton. The Sugarloaf Township Zoning Hearing Board granted final approval in July to build the strip mall once developers received approval from the state on a planning module. Now, according to the engineer for Sugarloaf Township, it has been given the approval and it's on its way. Starbucks will occupy a nearly 2,000 square foot space for a total of 47 parking spaces near Damon's Restaurant. 2 other spaces will be available for retailers in the new structure. Construction is expected to begin in the spring of 2019. Well, coming up on WYLN News, 2 new buses have rolled into town today. We'll get a look at them ahead. But first, let's take a look at your forecast here in WYLN. Tomorrow, we could see some morning snow showers, a high of 33. Friday, we can see some evening rain, and that's pretty much, we're going to see some rain showers all weekend long. Stay with us.
we're going to have a December to remember with prices on Jeeps and Rams that will never, ever be beat. How about a 2019 Dodge Ram 1500 4x4 double cab? You pay $35,988. Or how about an 18 Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4? You pay $25,988. How about a 2018 Renegade Latitude 4x4? You pay $22,650. A 2019 Jeep Cherokee Limited 4x4? You pay $28,988. No payments till 2019. Check us out on the web at blazehazelton.com. Remember, taking the deals the other guys won't.
In preparation for the Christmas season, Antonia's Jewelry and Repair is filled with special collections for this season of joy. We offer a variety of watches, including Bulova. Fine diamond jewelry in yellow, white, and rose gold. Engagement rings that can be custom designed so it is one of a kind. Diamond anniversary bands, rings, pendants, earrings, and more. Full-service jewelry and watch repairs. Stop in to see Tony, formerly from Howard's Jewelers. Let her help you pick the perfect gift. Antonia's Jewelry and Repair, 289 Airport Road in Hazel Township.
Call Whitetail this holiday season for outside catering of all your holiday parties. Gift cards for trap, skeet, and sporting clays are also available. They're perfect for an experienced shooter, and shooting lessons are always available for first-timers. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-535-6123. Contact Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range this holiday season.
The Hazleton Public Transit got their Christmas present from Santa a little early this year as they welcomed 2 new buses to their lineup. HPT received their first 2 CNG-powered buses after a year-long process to become a more energy-efficient way for public transportation.
The exterior is a little different. They're a little higher. Or if the fuel tanks are on the roof, they're equipped with high-tech security camera system, exterior and interior also.
CNG stands for compressed natural gas, meaning fuel efficient, clean burning, and helps the environment, and less maintenance necessary to compress their older buses. The new CNG buses are also handicap accessible.
Our own portable fueling station that we use to fuel these buses. In the future, we are going to be building a bus and storage maintenance facility, and we will have our own permanent fueling station on site.
Hazleton Public Transit will also have 3 more CNG buses joining their lineup come 2019. The city of Wilkes-Barre will be distributing Narcan as part of the Stop Overdoses in PA campaign. In 2017, Pennsylvania had the highest number of drug overdoses among all the states nationwide. Naloxone, which is a life-saving opioid reversal medication, will be distributed along with education material by the Wilkes-Barre City Health Department on Thursday, December 13th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Kirby Health Center at 71 North Franklin Street. For more information on this, you can contact Wilkes-Barre Health Department at 570-208-4283. Nurses belonging to a union at the Wilkes-Barre General Hospital may soon be hitting the picket lines again. Unionized nurses at the hospital voted yesterday to authorize the union's bargaining committee to send a 10-day strike notice to the hospital management as required by law. The nurses have been dealing with staffing issues at the hospital, which affects patients. Wilkes-Barre General is owned by Tennessee-based Community Health Systems. The union president said that since the hospital was bought by Community Health Systems, the nurses have experienced increased vacancies resulting in chronic understaffing. Nurses have been in contract negotiations with Wilkes-Barre General for about a year and will conduct another meeting on Thursday. If the bargaining committee chooses a strike date, a second vote will be taken to determine the longevity of that strike. A spokesperson for the hospital said if the nurses go on strike, the hospital is prepared to continue operating all services. Well, Governor Tom Wolf has announced that the U.S. Small Business Administration has approved his request to declare 6 counties a disaster area after significant flood damage to homes and businesses this summer. The counties in our area include Schuylkill, Columbia, and Northumberland. Homeowners, renters, and businesses impacted by the storms in August may be eligible for a low-interest disaster loan through the SBA Disaster Loan Program for loans up to $20,000. To learn more, you can show up at one of the locations on your screen and at the times also on your screen. To learn more, the deadline to file is February 11th, 2019. It looks like Pennsylvania will be modernizing its voting systems. The state is one of 8 still using the director recording electronic devices along with paper ballots.
The machines that we're voting on now were all manufactured before the very first iPhone was created.
The Department of State said counties will have to go to one or two methods of voting. One is the modernized approach of casting votes on a screen and a printout ballot.
It really is the perfect marriage of advanced technology and the security of paper.
The other is using ink to circle candidates voters choose.
In both instances, the voter takes the marked paper ballot and puts it through the precinct scanner.
Every county in the Commonwealth must upgrade their voting machines by the end of next year. That's something that Governor Wolf is pushing for. United States Congressman Matt Cartwright is scheduled to speak at the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce Red Carpet Breakfast this Friday, December 14th. The congressman will be discussing legislation that affects the Greater Hazleton community, and attendees at the breakfast will have an opportunity to question the congressman at the end of the program. Congressman Cartwright is now the new representative starting January 1st for Hazleton area. The event will be happening at Sand Springs Celebrations and Drums. It starts at 7:45. The cost is $20 for chamber members, $25 for non-chamber members. Anyone who wishes to attend can register online or by calling the chamber office. The information is on your screen by noon, Thursday, December 13th. The 15th annual Toys for Tots Open Skate takes place tomorrow at Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza. Everyone who brings a new unwrapped toy or makes a $5 contribution to Toys for Tots will be permitted to participate in the Open Skate event that runs from 6 to 8. There will also be complimentary snacks, courtesy of Ut Snacks Foods, and all guests will have an opportunity to win prizes. Skate rentals will be available at the Toyota Sports Complex on Cole Street. Coming up on McAdoo Heights News Choice, we take a trip to the Health and Wellness Center for this week's Wellness Wednesday in Community and You. Stay with us.
On behalf of Luzerne County, I'm Dave Pedry, the county manager here in Luzerne County. Happy holidays. Hope you have a wonderful and safe holiday this year.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Your safety matters to us, and now we've been recognized for it. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton earned an A in patient safety from Leapfrog Group. This means we're among the best in the nation for patient safety. We provide the expert care you need close to home.
Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event. Come into All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today. Experience holiday cheer with the new 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab with Ram Cargo Management. Save up to $11,750. Or lease a new Dodge Durango SXT all-wheel drive for just $279 a month for 36 months. And get 0% for 60 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash. Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Attention Wyln viewers, Wyln TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. Wyln, we're your local network.
Which means it's Wellness Wednesday, thanks to our friends at Lehigh Valley Health Network. And today we are on location at Hazleton's Health and Wellness Center with Dr. Yaqub Mohidin. who is a cardiologist. Now, we've already seen the snow season and had to break out our shovels. And as a cardiologist, what are some signs and symptoms that people should look out for while putting in all of that work to get rid of all the snow?
So it's difficult to avoid shoveling altogether, but shoveling does tend to increase patients' risk of heart attack. Usually people get up in the morning and they go out and shovel, and heart attacks tend to be more prevalent in the morning time just because the adrenaline level is higher. So if you're going to go shovel, make sure you warm up a little bit before you go shoveling. Do not eat a heavy meal, because if you eat a heavy meal, more blood goes into your stomach and gut and less is available for the heart per se. And making sure if you're shoveling, you're wearing a scarf or something covering your nose and mouth so you don't breathe cold air, because cold air can constrict blood vessels. It can also increase the chance of clot formation to a certain degree. And then just taking your time, taking breaks 10 to 15 minutes in between shoveling and not overdoing it. In general, activity is good, but pronounced activity requiring a lot of cardiac resources, such as shoveling, all of a sudden can be detrimental. So the signs and symptoms to watch out for are shortness of breath, pain in the neck, pain in the chest, heaviness or pressure in the chest. And if any of that happens, or if you pass out during that, go to the hospital or immediately call 911.
Now, so you pretty much just recommend hire the younger kid down the block to shovel out your driveway?
That's correct.
Now, does this cold weather make or break a difference between having a heart attack and not? Like, do you find people shoveling snow having more heart attacks than, say, someone doing yard work in the summer?
Usually so, because yard work probably does not involve as much of the cardiac output as shoveling snow, because you're using more isometric exercise. Your blood pressure tends to go up much higher as opposed to yard work, which is probably more cardio than more muscle intensive with shoveling.
All right. Now, is there anything else that you'd want to add about heart attacks in general, or just anything that older people or even younger people should be on the lookout for when it comes to this winter season?
So again, as far as heart attacks, shoveling certainly precipitates more. With this past snowstorm, I certainly saw a couple of even younger patients with heart attack coming to the hospital. The main key is to watch out for the symptoms. If you have anything that's out of the ordinary, sweating, profuse sweating, chest pain, heaviness, lightheadedness, do not take those lightly and seek help. And if you're going to shovel, make sure you take breaks in between.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. And thank you for joining us here on Wellness Wednesday in Community and You. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event. Come into All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today. Experience holiday cheer with the new 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab with Ram Cargo Management. Save up to $11,750. Or lease a new Dodge Durango SXT all-wheel drive for just $279 a month for 36 months. And get 0% for 60 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash. Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event at All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
This weekend kicks off the annual Thanksmas event with Joe Madden in the Hazleton One Community Center. Today, Bob Curry from the center stopped by to give us a preview.
This is Broadway Joe Namath meets Broad Street Joe Madden. And so we're really excited about that. And he's one of these guys that he's such an icon. And the opportunity to see Joe Namath are dwindling. Joe doesn't travel as much as he used to. And, you know, so for us, we felt particularly pleased. And we just added a second, not that you need it once you have Joe Namath, but we added a second major player here. Larry Holmes is driving up from Easton, former heavyweight champion. So we've got Joe Namath and Larry Holmes at one event. So we're really pleased, obviously. And you know, we have this tradition of having really big celebrities, sports figures, people from Hollywood. We had Bill Murray a couple years ago. But this is about as strong a list as we've ever had. Greatest Generation, that's the theme for the evening. We have a 12-piece band, brass band playing hits from that time. And my wife wanted me to point something out. She wanted to say, I'm dressed in costume, because if I don't say that, everyone is going to assume I have lost my mind. So that's for you, Elaine, just saying. But yeah, it's really a lot of fun. And I think this is our first time at the Pines. We have jumped around a bit, which we wanted to be fair to all of the people in Hazleton. We went Lobitz's, we went Genetti's, we've been at the Country Club, and now we're at the Pines. And so we're encouraging everyone to dress up in this 1940s theme. It's not mandatory, obviously, but you know, we think it's kind of cool, and we have the music to fit the theme, and we're sure a great time is going to be had by all. There are still some tickets available, by the way, but very few. This is one of the few times we have a few tickets available. If you would like a ticket, you're going to have to call probably today at 570-861-8081. That's the Hazleton One Community Center, and we'll put them aside for you.
And we'll have more about Thanksmas and the other events going on tomorrow on Wyln News. Now tonight, Wyln does have a chance for you to win 2 tickets to the 50th annual Sounds of the Season event that take place this weekend. All you have to do is call right now at 570-459-1869 extension 1172. Leave your name, your phone number, and the town you live in, and you'll be entered into the drawing. Sounds of the Season will take place Saturday, December 15th at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center at 7 p.m. So call now and good luck. And that's it for the news. Remember, you can always get news updates on the Wyln Facebook page, but weather is next. Stay with us.
In preparation for the Christmas season, Antonia's Jewelry and Repair is filled with special collections for this season of joy. We offer a variety of watches, including Bulova. Fine diamond jewelry in yellow, white, and rose gold. Engagement rings that can be custom designed so it is one of a kind. Diamond anniversary bands, rings, pendants, earrings, and more. Full service jewelry and watch repairs. Stop in to see Tony, formerly from Howard's Jewelers. Let her help you pick the perfect gift. Antonia's Jewelry and Repair, 289 Airport Road in Hazel Township.
Tickets are now on sale for the annual Sounds of the Season concert at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton. Ring in the holidays with performances by the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, Fabergé Follies, Hazleton Philharmonic Big Band Sound. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. Sounds of the Season is brought to you by these businesses.
We're going to have a December to remember with prices on Jeeps and Rams that will never, ever be beat. How about a 2019 Dodge Ram 1500 4x4 double cab? You pay $35,988. Or how about an 18 Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4? You pay $25,988. How about a 2018 Renegade Latitude 4x4? You pay $22,650. A 2019 Jeep Cherokee Limited 4x4? You pay $28,988. No payments till 2019. Check us out on the web at blazehazleton.com. Remember, taking the deals the other guys won't.
watching Monterey City's Choice. For news,